Welcome to today's YouTube tutorial. How you can work with time data using a script. There are many use cases for working with time data. The ones presented here include the logging of timestamps, the manipulation of time data, and the calculation of differences between time data. The basic requirement is that you have created a time data source. For logging timestamps, you can create a string list under variables. After double-clicking on a button, you can select the block. Add row at end in the script tree on the right-hand side in the category data, variable lists. You can then add the block, get date as text to the list block. In the date block, you can also specify a time data source as well as the formatting and culture of the date string. To manipulate a date, you need a string variable in which you can save the manipulated date. After double-clicking on a button, you can select the set variable block in the script tree on the right-hand side in the data, variables category. You also need the block, add to date. This block forms the center of the script. You can find it under the category basics, date. In this block, you can append the date that should be manipulated and decide which time unit should be added. As your date is stored in a string variable, you still need to parse it to the date type. To do this, you can use the block. Parse date from the category basics. Date. You can use the get variable block to pass the string variable that contains your date and specify the format of the date. You have now parsed the date string into the date type and manipulated its value. In order to be able to write this date back into the string variable, you have to put it back into string format. To do this, you can use the block. Format date. You can transfer the previously created block cluster, which contains the date value, to this block. Define a format for the generated string, and then transfer this block to the set variable block. To display a time difference, you can use a number variable to save the difference. After double-clicking on a button, you can again select the set variable block in the script tree on the right-hand side in the data, variables category. Use the calculate date difference block from the basics, date category to calculate the difference between two dates. If you are using a time data source, you can insert it directly into the block. If you use a variable, as before, you must first parse it to the date type. The difference is given in seconds. To convert this number into days, you can use the arithmetic block in the basics, math category to apply some divisions, and round the result with the round block to get rid of unnecessary decimal places. In the video description, you can find links to our template page, where you can download the project file and the corresponding article on our help page. Thank you for watching.